For more than 100 years, the Manitoba Registered Music Teachers Association has been providing top quality music instruction to music students throughout the province. Made up of highly qualified and passionate teachers, the MRMTA has been a beacon of what quality music education means. This Sunday, May 7th at 7 p.m. at St. Andrews River Heights United Church, these passionate teachers will be sharing their performance gifts with audiences in their annual concert called Serata, an evening of musical delights. This is a fundraising concert with all the funds raised going to help and support professional development for teachers and future Canadian Federation of Music Teachers Association conferences to be held here in Manitoba. And joining me here over Zoom to talk about this year's Serata concert, I am joined by Tiffany Wilson, who is the chairperson for the Serata concert this year. Hey, Tiffany, it's good to see you again.
Hi, Chris. Thank you so much for having me back again this year.
Mm-hmm. The Serata concert has been around less than a decade. Can you talk about the history of the concert and why the MRMTA decided to hold the concert? And can you speak to where the money for this year's concert is going to go?
Absolutely. We started this adventure, I think, in 2017 when we had the conference coming up in Winnipeg for our National Association of Teachers. And funds are hard to raise. So when I was kind of, just talking with friends and colleagues and saying, wouldn't it be nice if we had the opportunity to help our organization share our talents and give a concert and hopefully raise some of that money towards those future events, and also for the one that we held in 2019. And it's been a great success. Teachers love this event. As soon as we came out of COVID and had our concert last year, we raised tons of money. So many people came out. It was just a really exciting event to be a part of. One of the biggest draws or attractions to this event is the fact that our students finally get a chance to see the teachers perform. Not all teachers take that opportunity at their own recitals, perhaps because they have too many students, but a lot of us enjoy getting up on that stage and sharing our talent and raising money.
Yeah, and the money goes towards professional development for the MRMTA, right?
Also, well, what we decided was that we would also, as a part of the fundraising, not only raise the money for the conference, but give an opportunity to a teacher who perhaps can't afford those high fees to go out to a conference. So every year we award a deserving teacher with the fees for the registration.
And I'm going to ask sort of a real softball across the plate question here. Why is it so important for music teachers to have professional development opportunities?
Well, this is a professional organization.
Yeah.
Doctors, nurses, they all go off once a year and they have professional development. In our business, maybe not so much so. So this is an opportunity to work with experts across our country and take advantage of those possibilities.
hmm I very often think of the music teacher as being sort of alone with your student in your own little studio, but professional development opportunities give you a chance to sort of network and get out of the studio and take in new things, right?
Oh, absolutely. And especially with the Canadian Federation, we get to this year, we're off to Edmonton to partake in that. The river runs through us, I think is what it's called. So we're off to go enjoy that one this summer. And it's just a wonderful opportunity for teachers to get together, talk about their studios, talk about their work, and not be, as you say, maybe so isolated in their music studios.
Yeah, and bounce ideas off one another, right?
Absolutely.
hmm I was at last year's Serata concert, and there's a lot more going on than just teachers performing. I seem to remember that there were some scholarships that were handed out as well. Are there going to be scholarships handed out this year? And can you talk about what those scholarships are going to be?
Yes, there are. We have a vast amount of paper scholarships available to students of our music teachers. They're applied for online. And those recipients will be receiving their awards at this concert. So we have a little interval in the middle where we do that, and they get a chance to come out and see the teachers and what our organization is all about. One of the exciting things is that quite often some of those students eventually become members of our organization. So it's that kind of, that beginning of what is a professional organization for music teachers.
And another way that money's raised at the Serata concert is that there's a silent auction that takes place. How is that going this year? And can you perhaps touch on some of the items that are going to be up for bid for the silent auction?
I sure can. I don't have all of them in at the top of my head. We're still looking for them. So at the moment, we have the usual. I always give a prize of Thermea tickets. So about $150 worth of Thermea tickets. We just put in a raffle ticket.
Yeah.
There is the 5 to 9 gift certificate to go out for dinner. I believe some of the organizations, Manitoba Opera, Virtuosi, often donate tickets or vouchers to our organizations so that we can share the music with them.
Yeah, so there's lots to bid on. I want to talk about the performances. How many performers are on this year's program, and can you talk about some of the instruments that are going to be performing at the Serata concert this year?
I sure can. We usually have our piano heavy. This year, not so much so. We have quite a few singers and pianists. We have a what do you say? No, 8-hand quartet happening. So on one piano this year, we don't have the second piano. So we have one piano, 8 hands, which is looking like a lot of fun. If you go on our website, you can see the women and their little blurb that just went up this past week. And what else do we have? We have some clarinet. We have lots of voice, which is very exciting. And I myself will be sharing a new piece that's just been written by my MRMTA colleague and friend, Julianne Workington. So we will be debuting this piece at the recital. And interestingly enough, we have a transfer member over here from, I believe, Alberta. And she is going to be singing the walking theme from Macbeth, but written by the late Paul McIntyre. So we're getting kind of a very eclectic menu of songs and pieces, but I think that as usual, teachers choose pieces that they will shine in, and the event is really quite fun and exciting.
Eight hands at one piano.
That's one piano.
It's gonna be something to see. I'm gonna wrap the conversation up by asking, as the chairperson for the concert, what is the most rewarding thing for you? Is it the money that's raised, or is it seeing your colleagues performing? What is it about the Serata concert that you, in particular, find rewarding?
Well, of course, the money is important, but I really don't see that as being the driving heart of this performance or concert. I think it's more bringing the teachers together and giving performances. A lot of us work in duos, trios, quartets. So there's a lot of camaraderie that is taking place that doesn't usually happen in our organization. Usually it's on a volunteer level in a different area. So we have a lot of teachers coming out and just participating, selling raffle tickets, handling the door. And I think that for me, that's probably the heart of the concert, is just being with my colleagues and giving this opportunity for all of us to share some time together, share our music together, and perform for our audience.
Absolutely. Tiffany, the Serata concert on Sunday sounds like it is going to be just fantastic.